what is API. So this is the Wikipedia definition. In computer programming, an application programming interface is a set of subrouting definitions, blah, 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 right? Definitely doesn't make things any clearer. So let's take a look at a practical example of API and see if we can understand it. So let's say you went to a restaurant, this is you, and then you ordered food to a waiter. And this waiter sent that order to a kitchen, and then whatever happens here in the kitchen is abstracted from you. Maybe you picked some fancy French dish, but you necessarily don't know how that dish is going to be cooked, right? So all that is handled in the kitchen. And when the food is ready, the waiter is going to deliver the food to you. So if you think about it, you and kitchen are communicating with each other using this waiter. You are requesting something from this system, which is kitchen, and the kitchen is responding to you using the waiter. In API lingo, you and kitchen are communicating with each other using an API. Let's look at some more real-world examples. So this is me on a Friday, hoping it is payday, and I want to check my balance from my bank. So how do I do it? I log into my account using the app on my cell phone, and then I click the request balance button. So and the bank software system gets that request and then sends me back the balance. So this is actually an API where me or an entity is communicating with another entity, in this case my bank, using this API. Now one thing again, like the kitchen, you do not know what's going on in this system to get you back the balance. There might be multiple computations happening behind the scene. Maybe there are some pending payments, maybe some credit card payments are pending. But the necessary thing, and that makes our life easier, is all bank says is, hey, you don't need to know all the computations that I do. This is an API. You just call it. The input is your account number and your credentials perhaps, and output is the balance. So same way, another example is, it is a payday. Look at my smiley face. And then I want to look up some highly rated restaurants. So again, using my cell phone, I click that button, and then it gets me the name of all the highly rated restaurants. Again, this system or entity is communicating with this system and entity using an API. I am requesting something and it gives me the response back. So what are some other real-life examples of API? So perhaps you are trying to book a ride using a cell phone app to that restaurant. So you call the taxi using the app. That's what is that? That's an API. You want to look up some flight deals. Maybe you are planning a vacation and you go to their website, give the dates and input, and you request the flight information and all the deals, and all the deals come up using an API. Then maybe you browse items in online store. What it is done through API. So APIs are everywhere. So now if we go back to the Wikipedia definition, so basically in general terms, it is set of clearly defined methods of communication between various components. So we learned what is API. Now let's take a look at what is API gateway. Let's go back to our restaurant use case, which we used to learn about API. But in this case, you are not just the only person in the restaurant. For example, there are two more persons in the restaurant, and then in the kitchen there are multiple stations, right? Maybe dessert station, main course station, and drink station. And one of the person requested dessert, you requested main course, and another guy requested drinks. So far, we know that this request and response is happening through API. But in the system, in the backend system, or the kitchen in this case, there has to be some process or mechanism by which calls are routed. So for example, in this case, there is this orchestrator guy in the kitchen who receives every order and then routes appropriately. He sees, oh, this order from this guy is for dessert. So let me send this order to dessert station. This order is for the main course. Let me send it to main course. Same for drinks. What if there are more orders coming in for takeout, and then the number of orders is more than the capacity of the kitchen? So orchestrator makes sure that the orders are throttled. He also makes sure that the orders are delivered in the order they were placed. For example, if you placed an order before the other two guys, then you should get your order first. So he sits in between you and the backend, right? So basically he sits in between the requester and the backend system. So this is what we call an API gateway. So let's take a look at API gateway in actual software engineering terms. So if we look at the diagram, so this is the API gateway, which sits in between the application who requests the API and the backend which does the computation and sends response out for those requests. Functions of API gateway. So let's you create, configure, and host API, authentication and authorization of your API, and then tracing, caching, and throttling of API requests. And then it also supports stage deployments and canary release and much, much more. All right, so now we understand what is API and API gateway. Some functionalities of API gateway sound very similar to load balancer. So please check out the difference between API gateway and application load balancer in my another video. Alright folks, that's it for this one. I'll see you guys and girls in the next one. Bye.